Hello, it's Giri, your personal therapist healer from Maunula, Finland. I'm based in Helsinki, but I coach worldwide. My specialization is therapist healer. The most common medium is in long distance coaching is my voice in telephone or my voice over internet protocols, Skype technology, instant messages, emails, and conference calls. You can connect me at maunula77 at gmail.com, and my telephone number is in Finland 041 513 In this small my lecture, I would like to tell you a few tips to double your productivity, sincerity, and become very tactful and factful just in 2 weeks' time. Well, I don't want to say much about myself, but my little references that I'm a leadership expert. Author of few Himalayan poem. I've done few documents in Indian tigers. That's all about my hobby, but the healing, psychology, and therapy is something I love from my childhood. I'm sharing few tips or tactics I've learned that will help you lean into your productive best in the age of dramatic distraction. Well, number one, turn all your electronic and notification off. Number two, don't check your emails first thing in the morning. Drink 1 liter water before you wake up from the bed. It purifies you inside. Then you can go to toilet and urinate, whatever you want. But drink 1 liter water straight when you get up from the bed. Work in 90-minute cycles, not more than that. Then just have a small break. Turn off all technology for at least 70 minutes a day and focus on doing your most important work. And most probably, I indicate you is concentrate on your breathing, inhale and exhale. That's the most important work. Number 6, drink a liter of water. As I mentioned, early in the morning, but the second time you have to drink 1 liter of water around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. So after 7 8 hours, because we have a lot of dehydration in us. The most precious asset of an entrepreneur isn't time, is not time at all. It's the energy vibration, and water restores it. So I recommend at least 2 liter morning and after 8 hours. The water. Work in blocks of time. Creative genius all had two things in common. When they worked, they were fully engaged, and when they worked with this deep concentration and meditation for a long period of time, rare in this world, especially in the Western world, of entrepreneurs who can't sit still. That's really sad. So learn to be quiet and sit still. Then, next number is schedule every day of your week, every Sunday morning. A plan relieves that plan will relieve you of the torment of choice. It restores focus and provides vibration, energy we call it. Next, the data says actually that the worker are interrupted every 11 minutes. Distraction destroy productivity. Learn to protect your time and say no to interruptions, which is very, very common here in Scandinavia. So learn not to get disturbed with the interrupted mind because of your false ego. A lot of monkey thoughts are coming. In every 11 minutes, people productivity destroy a lot here. So you are what you eat. I recommend eat a lot of salad. If you eat a lot of salad, you purify your mind cell, body cell. You become very sweet like honey. Then take 1 day a week as a complete recovery day, like Sunday in Christianity. In the Western world, Sunday is a very resting day. People go to the church. That's great. So the recovery day to refuel and regenerate, and exactly that mean in that day, no email, no telephone, mobile calls, and zero work. So you need full recovery 1 day a week. Otherwise, you will start depleting your capability. And I'm not surprised if in the age of 40 you're looking for the pension because you're burned out. You can't anymore work. Well, the next I recommend you get up at 5 morning and sleep at 9 in the evening. Keep a stop doing list. Touch paper just once. Avoid gossips and time vampires. and invest in your professional development so you bring more value to the hours you work in your life. Don't answer your phone every time it rings is a very, very special mantra for the Westerners, especially for the Scandinavians, because we can't live, unfortunately, without mobile telephone in today's world. At the same time, we know we can't even talk because of the lack of self-esteem. But when somebody's calling, then we're chatting in the bus, in tram, in railway station, in cycle, in motorcycle, in car. That's where extent appears. So don't answer your phone every time it rings. Be strong. Well, have meetings standing up. So this was just a small thing. Uh, I've shared with you, and I hope you like. Life coaching and executive coaching, actually, they are originally Western concept. But I wish if they can fast gaining currency all over the world, in Africa, in Asia. Uh, I myself wish to find some kind of sky, how I can say, skill scrappers academy, a leadership and executive coaching organization in the future. I wish to help people all over the world, especially. Finland is looking for that a lot because people are locked. And my approach is coaching is about unlocking potential, driving change inside out. And I believe that coach can point you in a direction you haven't explored before, so you can add value to yourself in terms of acquiring new skills, new ideas, new phenomena, new philosophy, new perspective, new knowledge, a new way of life, new thinking, and even experimenting with things is necessary. I do believe that many people nowadays are hiring coaches to achieve various life objectives, and that's great. And the trend is especially strong among corporates who want to help their employees make to maximum use of their ability, capability. Here I would like to approach you that what I do actually with the Finns or with the Scandinavian, what I do exactly as a coach with them, I listen them. According to me, there should be an 80 versus 20 ratio between how much a client speaks and how much the coach speaks. The client must speak with me 80%, whereas I should reply and listen and talk only 20%. And listening, in my opinion, implies not just hearing the words, but the tone of voice, pattern, and repetitions in the conversation. I'm talking about sound vibration. The coach does not perform the passive role of putting you on a couch and letting you ramble, not the buddy or a confidant. I will say life coach or a healer, coacher, a therapist, whatever name you say. Well, I'll mention life coach pushes the clients. At least I push the clients out of my comfort zone. My job is to ask questions, several questions, even very uncomfortable ones, and I'm very well known for that because I came from the India Himalayas and I'm very straightforward. So with the Finns, who are very, very non-talkative, and they consider themselves to be shy, though I don't believe they're shy. Most probably they're cold because of the winter, but they don't talk. Many times when my client come to me and sitting in front of me in the table, next to my table, to the chair, so if I'm silenced for a short time, the person is not opening the mouth, and then after 10 minutes I'm asking that, can you listen me? Because they don't open the mouth. Even though I'm their coach, I'm their therapist healer. This is a strange country, actually. So as a coach, I'm supposed to refrain as far as possible from giving direct advice. Questioning is the most potent tool with me as a coach, life coach, which I can help the client create a plan of action to enhance his life or her life quality. I coach also is, being a coach also maintain absolute confidentiality between me and client, since trust is the most important factor in this relationship between client and her or his personal coach, life coach. And I think this relationship should have remained neutral, and in the most important way, it should be respected. So when it's remained neutral and non-judgmental at all times, while I'm the therapist, healer, or life coach, at the same time, once a desired objective has been stated, the coach helping the client break a bigger goal into smaller, more easily achievable targets. But you see, yet the human nature being what it is, don't the clients play truant and make excuses? Of course they do, and that is why they need to coach to push them all the time. I will say one of the most important aspects of my coaching is to hold the client accountable. It is important for me to define each target, each goal, in terms of how often by when and how much that means. How often must a task be performed to achieve a certain part of the bigger or higher goal and to set a deadline for that? That's the way it works with me, at least. And I also believe when a client is unable to make progress, it is up to the coach to assess whether the obstacle is real or just imagination and to help the client work his way around because we have freedom of talk in Finland and I say what I feel and my client say what he or she feels. So, I mean, the client work on his or her way around and I know that they do it. So here's the challenge that it may sound like a dream scenario, but trusting someone with your life is not a joke, I'll say, especially in Finland, and especially since this is a nascent field with no regulation. Well, there are organizations all over the world, like the International Coach Foundation and International Healing and Therapist Foundation, which over and overcoming, and they offer a lot of certification for the coaches. So I don't want to further discuss on it, but like in Asia and in Africa, there is no legal requirement for a coach to be certified or even formally trained. We learn it from our parents, from the natures, from the religion, from the culture. It's a huge country, India the Great, I will say. We are one of the best life coach, healer, therapist, clairvoyant in the earth because we see things differently than the Western. I think it has a very big effect from the cultural issues. Anyway, coming to the challenges, like any sensitive relationship, this one too is open to abuse. Emotional dependence is one of the pitfalls. I'll say this happens because few coaches tends to become too directive, which does not allow the coachee to develop his or her own personality to solve his own problems over a period of certain time. Other pitfalls, maybe transference of a lot of ambitions, actually, to the client, and possessiveness or some kind of agenda on part of the coach, or like seeking a relationship other than that of the coachee. And I will say, sometimes the problem comes that some clients wants to be spoon-fed, or organizations hire coaches to fix employee problems, as coaching is not a quick fix solution. One does not hire a coach when a problem arises. It's my personal opinion. Sometimes people with deep-seated behavior problems, like they're angry, they're fear, they're very aggressive, they're hostile relationship with the employees or relationship issues may approach coaches for solution to. But this is not the domain or the domain of a coach. Many psychiatric, psychologists, consultants, psychoanalyzers, psychotherapists say that coaching is not for people. with behavior of psychological problems. If the coach is unable to understand the pathology underlying certain behaviors, he could not, or he could do a lot of harm actually. So I see in this last 10 years in Finland that coaching becomes more popular in Finland. An understanding of its application and potential is growing very fast too. And many have experienced the life coaching result of coaching pretty well actually. So I will say life coaching is a beautiful thing if you're honest. And what I can promise now, I promise to be fully present and committed to my relationship. I'm passionate actually about supporting you with respect, encouragement, inspiration, non judgment, authentic feedback. That's what I do a lot. In an action oriented, focused environment on your future. I promise that. I'm committed to your personal growth in all aspects of your life, and it is for this reason that it is important that you are coachable and aligned with making changes in your life. In order to coach you, I will also hold you accountable for your development physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and achievement set forth in your future plan. I promise thoroughly enjoy working with my clients and being part of their discovering new abilities, possibilities, and heightened awareness of every level of their life. Thank you very much for listening. This is my small reference. Once again, I'm based in Maunula, Helsinki, and my message is love and peace. I want you enjoy your life. I'm ready to help you. And my coaching are voice over internet, protocol Skype technology, instant messages, emails. So please don't hesitate to contact me. Once again, my telephone number in Finland is 041 513 8807. My email is maunula77 at gmail.com. You can contact me with my Skype ID called Papdari, Papdhari, Papdhari. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful sunny day after a long winter. When sun is shining in Finland, I'm so happy. Now I'll go to my garden in Helsinki and we'll do some meditation and then cup of tea and enjoy the life. Bye bye.